There are easy forms of effective anger regulation. Forget trying to manage anger. Even when successful, it typically leads to chronic resentment. Instead, focus on the perceived vulnerability that activates your anger. In all mammals, anger and fear are activated by perceived threat plus vulnerability. Relative size and power determines whether the response is anger or fear. The inherent motivations of anger, whether you act on them or not, are to devalue, warn, threaten, intimidate, punish, or harm. Suppressing inherent motivations with anger management leaves you looking mean and aggressive. In the involuntary aspects of motivation, facial expressions, body tension, and tone of voice. That's why you're likely to get a negative response when you try anger management in an interaction with your partner or with anyone sensitive. You can change the motivation by asking yourself, how can I make this situation or experience a little better? This simple question activates the prefrontal cortex, that's the regulatory and problem-solving part of the brain. Far from improving situations and experiences, anger usually makes bad matters worse, especially in relationships that rely on value, not power. To practice the second easiest form of effective anger regulation, think of a time you felt angry or resentful and pretend it's happening now. Ask yourself, what do I also feel guilty about? What do I also feel ashamed of? What do I also feel afraid of? Hidden guilt means that in your heart, you believe you've violated a value or standard. Honor the value or standard. Make up for what you've done, and the anger goes away. Hidden shame means you're assuming a failing or a mistake. The worst kind of shame is a sense of inadequacy as an intimate partner or parent. Focus on succeeding or connecting to loved ones, and the anger goes away. Hidden fear means you're afraid of harm or of losing someone you value. Anger will make both more likely. Make yourself safe. Honor the person you value, and the anger goes away. In relationships, vulnerable feelings are likely to evoke compassionate responses. Anger will surely evoke an angry or resentful response. These are shorthand ways to regulate anger and resentment. But if they're chronic, they become habits, and that will require emotion reconditioning.